Hey there, how there, hello there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to another second and 10 football thing to do with the Cutter NCAA Super Tourney, in which we had 128 schools, 128 teams, one team per school, and we have now gone from 128 now down to 32. We started our thing last week. So yeah, we started everything last week. 5 games. Georgia Tech, the 90 team that were co-national champs, taking on the 97 Colorado State Rams and beating them quite handily. A massive upset is James Madison, the 2004 squad, beat the 1980 Georgia Bulldogs alongside one Herschel Walker 14-10 in a massive upset. And funny as enough is that James Madison won the Sun Belt Championship in real life last night, as of this statement, of course. 58 LSU with Billy Cannon, the future Heisman winner because he won the next year, and the national champion Tigers take on the 93 Arizona squad with the Desert Swarm, but they got swarmed. Arizona only could score 3 points. Their offense just can't keep up with their defense. The 2005 Texas Longhorns, that team with Vince Young, ranked number 2, coming into the Rose Bowl against USC and beating USC 4th and 5, the national championship on the line. The Keith Jackson line. They crushed the 69 Penn State squad that was snubbed of the national title by Richard Nixon, 41-20, and 81 Clemson, the first Clemson national champions, of course, the best Clemson team for over 3 decades. They took care of the 93 Wisconsin Badgers 10-7 on a late field goal. We will be having 5 matches for you today and 6 tomorrow. Next week. We're gonna do Oklahoma State and Tulsa last. So we're gonna go from east to west on the other 3. And I believe VTech's the first one. Yeah. So we're gonna go to VTech for the first installment of today. Virginia Tech Happy Game. 06 Wake Forest beat Louisville 2013. Shot at the Kansas State 2018. VTech took out 04 California Air 5-2 after Monday Night Wings. Riley Skinner at pivot. D'Angelo Bryant, Lily Stanley running well. Kenneth Moore, Nate Warren, Zach Selman, receivers. Offensive line, Steve Fallows, Lee Frazier, Stu Justice, Christy Beer, and Harvey Jones. VTech steam line. Corey Moore, Carl Bradley, Nathan Williams, and Joel Engelberger. Ben Taylor, Jamal Smith, and Michael Hawks, linebackers. Mike Charlton, Nick Soros, and Corey Bird, and Andrew at TV. Wake Forest 06 squad that won the ACC title game by score of 3-0.
First down. First down.
VTech loves him. Sharon Street and Jared Ferguson running the ball. Andre Davis bringing the ball. Brandon running back was a loss. Dave Padilla, Josh Redden, Pete Short, Matt Lark, Andrew Mendel line. Wake Steel line. Giles Tucker, Brian Andrew Saxon, Joel Smith, Aaron Curry, Daniel Arnold, Alfonso Smith, Josh Gaddis, Patrick P, and Riley Swanson. VTech, this is the squad that went to the national title game with UCS but lost.
First down. First down. Timeout offense. good.
So at least you get 3 points. 5 tech. Red zone. 5 yards. Down 3 here on the first. 32. Oh, they can't.
Good. Flag on touchdown. Holding. Defense. Touchdown. Good. Touchdown. This is good. It's good.
Skinner, 15 for 26, 232, touchdown, and a pick. More than 19 yards. It was a battle, but, you know, Michael Vick doing his job. 5 touchdowns, 3 with his legs, 2 with the ball, throwing the ball high. And now we're going to UTEP. That's right, we're going to head to El Paso. Kaepernick brought from Nevada legislate to be the pivot. Marion Motley started running back for Sean Matthews, Brandon Nicholas, Will Patterson, and Virgil Green. Offensive line: Jose Acuna, Chris Parker, Jeff Meads, John Bender, Jeff Mead, the offensive line. UTEP's D-line is Arnold Tomberlin, George Gainey, Joe Jackson, John Calvarella, Fred Card, linebackers: Kirk Parsons, Desmond Gamble, and Charlie West. Davis with the battles. Yeah, trying to take that Nevada, who shocked Boise State and won the WAC title. Last three.
First down.
Flipping on the offense. Slow, but 13 yards and kept them up. They quickly facing second, 31.
Flag on the play. False start. Offense.
Wow, that's a 1 yard. Running the ball, check shoes. That's nice and easy in the NFL. Ball balls, jump in for your reason. That's line. Eddie Vasquez, Joe Cook, Jack Umbrella, Sandy Blank, Joe Peterson. Frank Wilson, Sacramento, Greg Boyd, Dante Love. Linebackers Kevin Grimes, James Michael Johnson, and Greg Marshall. Not that right. Zach Frey, Marlon Johnson, Anyways, the preview, of course, we had this covering Nevada and Utah. Wasn't like this year. 2010 Nevada beat 09 Middle Tennessee by 15 and then beat Fresno State Derek Carr 30-31. Texas Western crushed Texas State 52-19 and then shut up Memphis 9-0 baseball season. June 10. Probably upset if they lose.
First down. Defense. Timeout, defense. Timeout, offense.
Punt the ball. 49 seconds. 90 yards. No timeout. Kaepernick, 8 for 18, 80 yards. He He ran for 142 and a touchdown. Dude ran for almost twice as much yardage than he passed. So Kaepernick is dangerous. Matthews did have a punt return for a touchdown to tie at 7. Kaepernick ran for 26 yards. Nevada looked good. I think Kaepernick should have been part of the game. I mean, he ran for 100 yards as a pivot. So we are done 2 out of 5, right? Yes, we're done 2 out of 5, and now we head to Nebraska. The match with New Mexico State. Nebraska took down Nebraska, it's about 40. Touchdown, Tommy Frazier at pivot. Hornsfield. Oh, he who should not be mentioned at running back, Joe Bukovia. Johnny the Jet Rogers with Richard Bowe, Joe Jackson Strickland. Chris Dishman, Steve Lott, Aaron Graham, Aaron Taylor. That's like D-line, E.A. Sims, E.A. Dick, 1 second, but Kelly. Bob Gators, Ricky Alma, Charlie Pettis, and Purvis active teams. Nebraska, one of the best teams around the 95 squad. This next one, I could have easily put the 84 squad, but because of them not winning a national title, the 95 squad did better. They crushed Florida with 62 points in the national title. So that's big. They have been crushing.
First down. First down.
State's got the ball at 14. Wow, this could be big for them. Charlie Johnson at pivot, Bob Gators, Purvis Atkins, Bob Jackson running the ball, E.A. Sims, and Bob Kelly receiving. Of course, they played 2 players, offensive and defensive. Vucevic, Kenneth Hayes, Carlo Covington, Jim Campbell, and Dick Rutzak. Offensive line. D-line for Nebraska. The Peter Brothers, Christopher Jason, Claire Thomas, and Ben Lisman. Jay Foreman, Terrell Farley, Trev Alberts at linebacker, Michael Booker, Mike Winter, Tony Freeman, and Terrell Williams. I think that's the Sun Belt. Instead, that's why they're 6 meters.
Good.
Basket back in our zone.
It's no good.
Back to the red zone camera. Mexico State. 9 looking for the end line. Need a 38-yarder. What?
Good. The kick is no good.
Four touchdowns and 18 after the club. That's good at the one.
Touchdown. The extra point is good.
16 points. Is it good? Yeah, that's okay.
The kick is good. The kick is no good.
Attack was huge. 4 different guys, Green, Frazier, Lawrence, and Macovia ran for touchdowns. Green 147 off the ball, and they ran. Johnson 13 for 29, 170 picks. Nothing much back for the punt return for a touchdown. Jackson had pick 6 for NM State. They actually were kind of hanging in Nebraska, but let's look at the special teams. Round 1 for 2 for 4 for 7 on extra points. Dude, up 3 extra points up. Nebraska would have had 50 for the 3rd consecutive win, and it wasn't bad. Yeah, they're heavy favorites now. All right, 2 more games. We're going to go to Oklahoma for both of them. Well, the state of Oklahoma. First off is Washington versus Oklahoma State. line. Capelli, Malama, Chris Runyon, and Cunningham, Rodriguez, and the future leader, for the Cowboys. Jamin Blatnick, Nigel Nicholas, Anthony Rogers, Machete Jones for D-line. Alex Elkins, Caleb Blakey, Sean Lewis for linebackers. Justin Gilbert, Detroit, Lowe, Markel Martin, and Ryder Brown. Washington, this is the team that went to the Rose Bowl, beat Michigan, and Marlon Bailey lost Charles Wilson. And Charles Wilson, the other guy, Desmond Howard's Heisman winners. And they were named co-national champions.
Flag on the play.
Pass interference. Defense. First down. Washington's D-line, Anthony Mason, Tyler Rogers, Don Jones, Jamie Fields, Chico Fraley, and Dave Harmon. Linebackers, Walter Bailey, Tommy Smith, Shane Cooper, and Dan Hollywood. Washington is favored by 8. They beat the 6-6 Hammer Throws and then 7, and then 9-4 Colorado left for Dallas. Oklahoma State took care of Buffalo for 16. They had a wild one against Maryland. And great game and around. Flagrant face mask. Defense.
Flag on the
Red
play.
zone.
False start.
Down 17.
Offense.
Touchdown. This is good.
Red zone.
Timeout. Offense.
It's good. Flag on the play.
Pass interference. Defense. First down.
It's good.
First down. Timeout. Offense. First down. Timeout. Offense.
They had it in their hands to maybe tie the game, but they fumble the ball. Corey Dillon fumbles the ball, and the Huskies lose heartbreakingly. And the Cowboys are going to move on. State on the ropes. Whedon 17 for 32, rushing touchdowns, 2 picks. Barry with 1 on 9 running. Billy Joe 18 for 25, 238 touchdown. And 102 McKay. Well, they tried. They tried everything in their power to win, and Washington did not. Big loss. Big loss. Only one road team has won, that's Nevada. Will Oklahoma be the second road team to win? They're in Tulsa. Battle of Oklahoma coming up right here, right now. Georgia South at 10-7. Perry Moss running the offense at pivot. Ed Shamosky, Kent Wilson, Charlie Mitchell running the ball. Steve Largent running from wide by
Glenn Burgess, Alice Jones, Belton Pruitt, Carl Buda, and C.B. Stanley defensive line. Oklahoma State again. Ron Stiller, Edmund Gray, Tom Emerson, and Tom Bell. Riley Kreiser, Teddy Lehman, and Jerry Thompson. Linebackers, Tommy McDonald, Jimmy Harris, Baker Mayfield, Willie Runningbacks. Of course, when they played both as defense. Also, yeah, that was the biggest win ever to Nathan Murray. This was the era in which they won 47 straight games. Nobody has touched on this season.
First down.
Flag on the play.
False start. Offense.
Flag on the play.
False start. Offense.
False start. Illegal use of hands. Offense. Holding. Offense.
Flag on the play.
But
Illegal formation. Offense.
you guys can't do that. No major upsets, although if they watch this. Touchdown, Grant. Also had the quarterback proved could only make 5 passes. It was 7-0 Tulsa. They had the lead in the first quarter, but gave up 36 unanswered points. The passing mark for Oklahoma, 2 touchdowns. McDonald and Harris threw for touchdowns. So we got touchdowns. Harrison Sims 60-yard run, Harrison 12-yard run, and then Stiller from touchdown Tommy McDonald. So Oklahoma playing quarterback by committee and 136-7. So their plan worked. Alrighty. So that's recap the 5 games today. 95 Nebraska proving they're an offensive juggernaut, beating New Mexico State. Washington having a chance to take down Oklahoma State, but couldn't, missing by a field goal. 56 Tulsa had Tulsa hang with them for 1 quarter and then beat the shit out of them. Nevada beat UTEP in a close one, 27-21, and Tech crushes Wake Forest's Cinderella hopes. Anyway, I think the glass slipper is definitely James Madison's to lose. Yeah, I think James Madison has the glass slipper. Spada kind of too. All right, 6 games next week. We have Rutgers, the 06 squad that somehow proved to be, top 5, I think, with Ray Rice at running back against the 84 BYU squad called the fake national champions because of their run winning the 84 national championship, even though they didn't deserve it. 98 Air Force, great job by them. They take on 45 Indiana. So one of those schools will be going to the Sweet 16, that's for sure. 2010 Oregon with Dennis Dixon, I think, or was it Mariota? Well, anyway, Mariota. Great offense. We'll take on the 59 Syracuse squad that has, Jim Brown as a pullback, but Ernie Davis as well. So yeah, Syracuse doing their job. 07 Kansas, Kansas shocking everyone in 2007. You know all those upsets? The 2007 Kansas squad went in its toe. 39 Texas A&M, known for their shadow defense, that Junction Boys. 2002 Ohio State, Tim Gillies' favorite team. He will be happy they have an easy opponent, kind of, with 48 Vanderbilt. And 69 Toledo will take on 66 Wyoming. One of those schools will be going to the Sweet 16. So that's a good draw. And things will happen soon enough. Anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.